What's up, guys? Welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about the jewel sets that are available for the infantry class. Alright, there are currently two of them are available in the game. One of them is called Power of Sagittarius, which has been around for a while now, and Power of Pisces, which was just released a few updates ago, or one update ago. So we're just gonna talk about them. I'm gonna just give you guys some information on these jewel sets, what they do, how to get them, and whether they're strong, whether they're not, and then I'm gonna pass the question off to you guys. What do you guys think? About these infantry jewel sets. So let's just jump into it, guys. So let's go, and I'm gonna show you guys how you get Power of Sagittarius first. So Power of Sagittarius, if you want to buy Power of Sagittarius jewels specifically, you can only do that on weekends: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, so on any three of those days, if you go into the Ace of Galaxy pet tab and you click on the store icon, there will be three green boxes that will be available for purchase, and each one will represent each Power of Sagittarius, and then Power of Taurus and Power of Scorpio. Now, Power of Sagittarius it still costs 400 tokens, and you will receive a random Sagittarius jewel. Random meaning that it can be a Sagittarius jewel for your weapon, for your jewelry, for your cuirass, for your cuirasses. It'll be a jewel piece for a random slot, or sorry, it'll be a jewel for one of your random gears. It'll be a random 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, so that's how you can get them. But if you want, during the week, on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, you still have a chance to get a Sagittarius jewel, but the chances are much more slim. Why? Because if I click on the jewel box right here, on today's a Monday, it says here, open and receive a random Star Jewel 1. Now, Star Jewel 1 is a Star Jewel for your weapons. So if I buy it, I could potentially get a Sagittarius star jewel for my weapon, but that is highly unlikely. Why? Because there are just so many other classes of jewels. There's some for walker, there are some for airship, and then there are 2 or 3 universal jewel sets. All right, so if you guys want specifically Sagittarius jewels, you need to wait for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. All right, grind out those tokens, and save up 400 tokens, and wait for the weekend. Wait for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Now, that's Power of Sagittarius. Now I'm gonna tell you guys how to get the brand new jewels, the Power of Pisces. Alright, so the Pisces jewel set is faction specific. Okay, you need to have, of course, you need to be pursuing the Nixa faction, and you need to attain the respected status. It's not that hard to get there, guys. As long as you do the faction quests, you can get there. So once you become respected in the infantry, in the Nixa faction, you go back to the Ace of Galaxy store, and there will be a box that appears for purchase, and it will be a Pisces jewel, right? All right, assuming that you are pursuing the Nixa faction and you have attained the respected status. So that's how you get power of Pisces. Now, keep in mind that there is a timer on those faction specific jewels. So if you buy a Pisces jewel, you cannot buy another one for, I believe, 12 hours is the timer. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I used to be Nixa. I used to be Nixa faction, so the box was available to me, and I was able to snag one before I switched factions. So now I'm pursuing the Maduel faction, so I won't be seeing any Pisces jewels in the store anytime soon. But I do have some in my inventory, so I can show you guys exactly what they do. So off with that. Now that I showed you guys how to get them, I'm going to show you guys what they do. Alright, so again, let's start off with power of Sagittarius. Let's go. Let's see. Alright, let's scroll down here. So you just got to go to any random jewel and any Sagittarius jewel and click on the little icon, the little information icon, and it pretty much gives you all the information you need to know off this little page here. So the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 correspond to a specific gear piece. Sagittarius 1 is a weapon, okay, and then Sagittarius 2 is for cuirass, okay. Cuirass, I believe, is your leg piece, or it could be your chest piece. I don't know. Whatever. Cuirass. You'll figure it out. Cuirasses. Oh yeah, I think cuirass is chest piece, and then cuirasses is legs, and then jewelry. 4 is jewelry. So 4 is jewelry. 3 is pants. 2 is chest piece, and then 1 is weapon. So let's go through the effects of this power of Sagittarius. So when you have 2 unique jewels equipped or inlaid in your gear, you will get the 2 set effect. And the 2 set effect just gives you some bonus stats. For the case of power of Sagittarius, you get total crit damage 30%. I think this 2 set effect on power of Sagittarius is great. Total crit damage, amplified damage, you do more damage, you hurt, you just do more damage. Alright, boys. 4 sets. Receive skill of power of Sagittarius from the suit. Infantry. So only infantry can trigger this skill. Keep in mind that the 2 set, let's say you're running a walker commander or a walker commander or an airship commander, and the gear that you have equipped on those respective commanders, if you have 2 of any unique jewels, the 1, 2, 3, or 4, if you have those equipped on your jewel pieces or on your gear, you will get the 2 set. Okay, keep that in mind. You will get the 2 set effect. However, you will not get the 4 set effect, obviously, because it's the 4 set essentially gives you an additional skill for that specific class. So in the case of power of Sagittarius, you will get the 4 set, which will give you an infantry specific skill to trigger, and it has a 20% chance to trigger. And this time attack will hit, and it will ignore target 100% HP buff. So think of this skill as Flair's heat-seeking missile. Okay, that's a good comparison because they essentially do the same thing. The percentage is obviously a little bit different, but it's essentially the same skill in terms of what it does. So it's a guaranteed hit. I think this skill is also great. Power of Sagittarius, the 4 set effect is amazing, especially versus airship, because even versus walker, because when it says HP buff, I assume that I assume that HP buff refers to any additional HP that you get outside of the base stats. So I don't know if that applies to research, but I know it does apply to gear. Like if you get HP from your gear or from any other source other than the base stats of the unit, then that will be ignored by this attack. So that's awesome. I think that's great. So Power of Sagittarius overall, I think this is a great jewel set, okay? A great set. The 2 set, the 4 set, they're both amazing. I highly recommend Power of Sagittarius for you infantry mains out there. Alright, so let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the total crit damage, the 4 set as well? I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts. So let's move on to the second one, is Power of Pisces. Okay, here we go. It's the purple ones. So the Pisces prayer. Okay, so the Pisces prayer, the 2 set, it gives total dodge 30%, and the 4 set, which gives you the skill, again, that can only be triggered by infantry, 20% chance to trigger before next action. Next, received damage is decreased by 100%. Now, if this were a skill given to airship, this would be very strong. Okay. I'm not saying that it's terrible for infantry. I'm just skeptical. I don't know how this will help infantry. Obviously, just by reading what the ability does, it just decreases the amount of damage by a percentage, which could be a lot of damage. You know, I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure. If you guys are, if you infantry mains out there are already running this power or this Pisces prayer, please let me know. Let me know what it's like. Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? The 2 set gives dodge. You can never go wrong with dodge, personally, my opinion. But the 4 set is definitely something that I am questioning. Me personally, I have not seen it in action. I have not fought against it, so I don't know exactly what it does. But again, if any of you out there are already running this skill, let me know how it is. Let me know if it's working out for you guys. Is it helping out? Is it helping you win the fight? Is it a useless skill? All right, just let me know. So yeah, guys. So those are the 2 jewel sets specific to infantry. All right. So you infantry mains out there, if you guys want to get on those jewels, go for it. I highly recommend you save those high statistic jewels. Like if you get a jewel that has a high stat of at least 25 or above, I suggest you hold on to it and you wait until you get the gear on your infantry commander. So pretty much what I recommend is, if you get a jewel that has a stat of 25% or above, ask yourself this one question. Go to your commander, go to your infantry commander, look at the gear that you currently use as your main, like your final build for your gear, and ask yourself, is this gear piece going to be the final, is this going to be my final gear piece that I will commit to running on this infantry commander? If it is, go ahead and equip the jewel and just go for it. If it is not, then be patient, wait to get that piece that you really want, and just hold on to that jewel. There's no rush. It's better to just wait, because who knows how long it'll take you to get just as good or an even better one. And also, if you want to run both of the infantry jewel sets, or any two jewel sets, you need to equip, or you need to fuse your gear with something called an energy stone. Let me show you guys what that is. I have one in my inventory actually. So this is an energy stone, guys. So if you read the thing right here, extremely rare stone that can activate an additional star jewel slot for an equipment. So that's pretty self-explanatory. You use it on any of one of your gear pieces that currently only has one slot or jewel slot, and it unlocks a second jewel slot. Now, if I'm sure many of you have already seen people out there with a third jewel slot in their gear. That is because they are badasses and they placed, I think, top 2 or top 3 in last season's Galactic campaign, which gave an energy stone. I think it was like a golden energy stone. So yeah, guys, that golden energy stone unlocked a third slot. Excuse me, a third slot for your gear pieces. So, you know, having one of those for all your gear is amazing, because that would mean that you can run 3 different jewel sets on your gear, which will give you which essentially gives you 3 additional skills to potentially trigger during battle, which is amazing. So, so hopefully you guys found this video helpful, informative. Again, let me know what you guys think about the power of Sagittarius, power or Pisces prayer. I feel very strong about the power of Sagittarius. I think that jewel set in general is great. The 2 set and the 4 set are great. Pisces prayer, I really like the 2 set as well. The 4 set, I can't say the same about that one. I'm still skeptical. I'm not sure. But again, guys, let me know what you guys think about it, or what you guys, even if you haven't seen it, just theoretically speaking, you know, what could it be good? Could it be bad? I don't know. But again, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. And I'll see you guys soon for the next video, alright? Peace.